Himba yo wakima dog hoga haga yakima dog hoga haga yakima himba yo wakima dog hoga haga yakima dog hoga haga yakima himba yo wakima dog hoga haga yakima dog hoga haga yakima himba yo wakima dog hoga haga yakima dog hoga haga yakima himba yo wakima dog hoga haga yakima dog hoga haga yakima. Hayawane. There you go, relatives. What you're looking at is the full moon over there coming up at Oceti Sakowin. Right above the drill pad is where that moon is. Right above. Now you guys have an idea of where the drill pad is that's where it's at, right there where that moon is. Let's see if we can't get a closer shot. Try to focus in here. This is Mr. Meyer and Dewey over here at Digital Smoke Signals at Oceti Sakowin Camp, bringing to you live. Let me see if I can't pull that way. One of the things you're looking at though is where the red light is blinking straight up and down. That is exactly right to the 1 o'clock where the moon is. Right below that is where the drill pad is. And you have about, so the update today is there's around 2,000 around 2,000 and 2,500 people here at the camp, going strong. People are finding out that they can come back to the camp, and they're coming back. So there's a big visit. Everyone's coming back. Different people are still coming in, so the camp is still growing. And the compost toilets are in. I tried them out myself. I'm pretty impressed with the compost toilets. They're pretty good. I'm gonna turn it back here a little bit of focus on me right here. Oh, how Numaga, how's everyone doing out there? So this Oceti Sakowin right here is where we're at. It's minus 5 degrees and dropping. Can you see that? Even in the car it's cold. It's the best place to be right here. Best place on earth right now to be down here is Oceti Sakowin, or Sacred Stones Camp, or Rosebud. All these camps are within Rosebud is just on the other side of the ice of the water. It's on the reservation side, and Sacred Stones Camp is also about half a mile around the hill, which oversees the whole pad, and it can see everything on both sides. It's also one of the largest yurt cities in the world right now is over there at Sacred Stones Camp. We also have the dome here sent in by Burning Man down there. You guys know Burning Man over there. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you a fast update. It looks like I'm getting cut off there. We're in a place where we were in the digital divide 3 weeks ago. You could not get internet. I couldn't get it for very long. You can call out, you can upload, you can text, but being live was very scarce. We call it the forced digital divide. We all know Indian country's been in a digital divide for a while, since all the internet has been going through and fiber optics have been going through. Cell towers, they go around the reservations, or if they go through, they don't include the reservations. And we've been able to bypass the forced digital divide. We've been able to bring these messages to you, to the world, on what's happening here at Oceti Sakowin, what's happening at Standing Rock Reservation, but also what's happening throughout Indian country. What we're looking at here is a beautiful night. The stars are out, and I believe there's even a slight meteor shower where these stars are coming through, these blessings are coming through, and it's a beautiful moment out here that we're spending with each other, with our families and friends and new families. We got new families out here. It's very, very much a blessing. They've got the fire going down here. It's a circle, and so the circle has been interpreted different, as from what I was told, and everyone can interpret their own way, is that when the fires are okay. Oh, there we go. So the school is not going right now. The bridge is still blocked. NoDAPL is still up on the hill, and we got more footage that's going to be on digital smoke signals from unknown journalist of that there is still equipment being brought in. There is still piping being done. There's generators up there. They're still flying around on snowmobiles, and you know, they can easily go across. We can easily go across. There is nothing stopping anyone from going across. It is iced over. The river is iced completely. It is what kind of is here. Just an hour ago, we got stuck and we got pulled out by one of our bros in a big old truck. If there's anybody out there, we're looking to buy a truck for Digital Smoke Signals Media, a big F350 or something like that, something we can't get pushed off the road when we go down and go into town. As you guys saw in the video, we were pushed out of the road and these guys got big vehicles, and so we need to get a big vehicle. And so we're looking to buy one or take over payments. Inbox me. Also, a bigger RV that we want to get. We've got one, but the generator doesn't work in it, and it was I don't know what's wrong with it. So the things are. It is cold here. I got to tell you that all our drinks froze. Everything froze. Food, everything freezes. We got sub-zero sleeping bags that'll keep you warm. Many people are living this way though, in teepees, and they're living the old way, and they're indigenizing themselves to the terrain, to the weather, and to the community and the landscape. So it's very a beautiful thing here. Want to share, we have today an update. Digital Smoke Signals has our native indigenous women being trained by one of the cool Hollywood editors. She's down here, she stayed with us, and we got her training our girls out there, our women, as strong indigenous women leaders. All I want to do is give them the tools, and been waiting for that. So we're gonna get them versed in photography and media and producing and guerrilla style, literally getting it filmed today, edit today, and get it out tonight, and out for you guys to see tomorrow on an update of the camp. Everyone's been asking about, are people still here? Yes, it's still strong. The headsmen are there. There's a security still in place. Grandma's kitchen is as beautiful as ever, and people are, you know, digging in, and they're you're seeing more couples. You know, everyone's either staying warmer. You're seeing relationships develop, and it's kind of hard to say. You know, when something so horrible has caused something so beautiful, and that's what I wanted to share with you. Something so horrible has caused something so beautiful. And it's right over there. So there's also a letter that got sent out. You guys can see the video. We had one of our bros, William, do his cool radio voiceover. We got William right here with Indigenous Life Movement. He's checking out some MiFi, you know, making sure we can stay live. Part of our tech team.
This guy's always got me working.
Yeah, this guy's smart, intellectual warrior over here, and he's gonna do some interviews down here. And we got strong protection and strong medicine around us. Our native people are working hard. We're editing all the time. We're making sure that we get work out to you guys. And if we don't do updates, yeah, NoDAPL babies right there. If you don't see the updates, it's what it means a lot of time is we're sifting through this video. And one of the things I'm predicting here is that I believe that Morton County is going to continue to strike on the charges to water protectors, even as far back as August and September. I got this feeling because we've watched their pattern, and As I start looking through this video, as I start looking through the charges that they're charging people, I start to realize that these guys are gonna do this, and they don't have those teachings that we would have. And so what we're seeing is it hasn't happened yet, but I got this feeling that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to start monitoring all the people that are going to court, and these are civil rights violations that we're going to start to monitor. And I just think it's important for you guys to help us pay attention to the video, help us pay attention to the legal system. And my background is technology. I'm a professor and I work with at-risk youth. My charge is stalking. So when you look at stalking as a professor, stalking is working with youth. It's not a good combination. And it's stalking Dakota Access mercenaries that were up on the hill harassing the people along the road here in 1806. That was my charge. Several other people, like my relative Sean, you know, he got a charge with, gave him a felony. They dropped it. But still, we need to pay attention to these guys on what they're doing, because it's unethical. I think one of the things that we're recording as well is people who are having post-traumatic stress when they get pulled over by an officer for speeding or anything. We're hearing how people are really freaking out because they don't trust the police, and the police here have lost their trust with the community. And it's really sad that we're seeing that happen. Even you guys seen the last one where I called the Morton County Police Department 911. Gave them the benefit of the doubt, and they still let the guy go that was terrorizing us, that was on the snowmobile, almost hit us. They still let him go. They knew who he was. So what we're seeing is unethical decisions. We put the benefit of the doubt in their court. Analyzed the video. The cop was rolling his eyes. He was breathing real hard. He was just really irritated with us being there. But you would hope that these positions and this badge, they would hold that with high integrity. Many of the militaries that were down here went to the bridge with their there's a post where I posted, one of the military vets came through and you know, felt that they had disgraced themselves in wearing that badge. And so they talk about that, and they talk why they were here, the military. There's times that we wanted to record, other times I think that was just for my spirit. I just wanted to hear it. And you don't always turn on the camera. It's not always for those things. And that's a lot of times, if you've seen my videos progress down the road, they stretch out because, you know, some of that's for my spirit, some of that's for our community around here, to share each other with what each other's doing here. We're seeing a lot of the PTSD happen. You know, people from the way if you looked at November 20th, October 27th, the way the officers, the more we see these videos, the more you see them laughing. It was one of the hardest things to do, is to see all these things going on and what they're doing, and they're laughing. And it was when they were spraying mace. We watched their press releases, and the integrity again is gone. The integrity is gone when we're looking at these this footage, and other officers are looking at this footage, and other people in military and government officials are looking at the way these officers are conducting themselves in protecting the Dakota Access Pipeline. The other things we're looking at, the violations of the human right violations, civil right violations, with the road being cut off to any medical treatment. Even in that condition, they didn't have any ambulances for any of the people that were hurt. So that came from the campsite of taking care of the people. And I think it's hard again when we watch the footage and you see officers when they were spraying people with mace and water, that they were some of them were equally. I'm gonna balance this now. One half of not all of them, but a couple of them were crying during that time, and they had a hard time. And they weren't Morton County; they were other officers. One of them was a National Guard, and it was really difficult to see that. And what bothers me is that they didn't even stop them from doing what they were doing. So we watched the footage. We watched the medics getting hit in the back with big old rubber bullets the size of my fist. I mean, these things are big. Again, they were getting hit in the kneecaps, in the groin. The water icicles were hanging down, like about the size of my finger. They were hanging down. where they were spraying on the mace was freezing, and they were continuing to spray it. It was so cold. The water that was coming out of the fire hose, as used as a water cannon, was also freezing up. Hypothermia was there. So these are the reasons why we're looking through this footage and documenting and debunking the history of all the press releases that go and lead up to say, no, there was no water cannons. No, there were no percussion grenades. We debunked that. No, there was nothing being shot into the crowds. We debunked that. Yes, there was tear gas. Yes, there was percussion grenades. Concussion grenades. And the other thing is, in the water, I'm a firefighter for 7 years, a wildland firefighter, and so I know that in these tanks of water there is retardant or some type of agent in there that is for homes, is for the water. That was also in the water that they were spraying, which can give you a sickness, can give you a cough, and so what we're seeing is people walking around with a light cough from that night. A lot of people, and several hundred. It just doesn't happen with just 10, 20 people. It's like several hundred people. There was probably over 1,000 people there that night, and it was a continuing crowd coming in, and they were pulling out, and it's really hard to watch. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to debunk and bring awareness here. The oil leak, we did send a guy down. We pushed the oil leak, so I'm gonna share the oil leak. It is real. The oil leak was shot with drone footage, and we posted up on digital smoke signals. You can see that the drone footage shows that yes, there is an oil leak over there, 190 miles from this pipeline. Why are we fighting the pipeline? Is because that exact reason is that yes, this is possible to have an oil leak at this time in winter, and we witnessed there is an oil leak underground over there. So take a look at that. You'll see that on digital smoke signals, a few videos back. If you're gonna send anything, make sure that you send it here to the camp. Sacred Stones is still here. I'm not sure if Oceti Sakowin has their page still up and accepting donations. You can take a look at Oceti Sakowin, and I believe you can. Everything is starting to be turned over to these camps to do their own media, and our media is getting turned over to the tribe to help the tribe in what they're doing to protect. So I always want to say also we seen a video with Morton County. Who was it? With Dean, the guy that got in a conflict with him at the mall, and I gotta say I was pretty impressed with them both. You know, meeting up together. It was pretty good to have them meeting up together, and then talking it out, and they actually ended up, you know, liking each other and hanging out with each other and learning about each other. And that's what it's about, as being human beings. The guy didn't understand Dean didn't understand the guy, and I think that was important, and I wanted to share that. When I give mad respect to that guy coming forward over there and just sharing what he didn't know about the tribes. And we're just going to continue to keep bringing things to you guys to help educate and help empower both our native and non-native relatives that are over there. So you guys have any comments? Don't worry about the trolls, guys, or anything like that. The best we can do is educate them and empower them to learn more about this, what's going on, because these actions are learned from their parents, their aunties, their uncles, their grandmothers, their grandfathers. And if they don't understand, it's important for them to ask, put their best foot forward and ask what they are doing. What is it they can do to help? Because they have a voice as well. And these are the things that we're doing to help take care of each other. And so let's see here, guys. Just a few questions here. And from there, you know, we're going to go here and just continue to help. I like the high school. So some kids from the Morton County High School have been reaching out to me on what they can do. And I think what's important for you guys to do is educate your parents, you know, to learn about the tribe. You are in Indian country. No matter where you go, you are in Indian country. And it's not the same side of history for indigenous people as it is for Americans. So it is important for you to understand why we're fighting for the water while we're connected directly to the water. If you don't feel connected to what we're saying, water is life, then what you need to do is to stop drinking water for 30 days straight. No fluids, no liquids, because your body's made up of water. Then go run, go exercise, sweat it out, get rid of all the water in your body as much as you can. If you can live without water, then, you know, maybe water, but you can't live without water. So, quick update on that. Let me make more shot of what we're seeing over here in Oceti Sakowin. There's the camp, there's the moon, and you know, the camps are going to continue to practice sustainable energy, green energy, and it's okay, you know, for other guys that aren't familiar with green energy. It's okay. Not everyone can live this way. And I think that's what's important, is to share too. If you want to have your vehicles and whatnot, it's only going to last so long. Love you guys. Keep your head up. Take care of yourselves. Stay warm. And sending many blessings out to you in the four directions. All you guys can hear my voice. I'm going to send blessings to you in a good way. And we'll stay connected. And to sing them songs, them strong songs. Maybe that heartbeat will reconnect. One thing that you cannot discount is that heartbeat. That heartbeat of Mother Earth is the same heartbeat that flows in your heart. Say that in a good way. Oh.